my entertaining universe. I want to talk about a couple things today. The first one may be a little, infuriating to some of you, and it infuriated me to no end. Look, yesterday, 2 days ago, there was something that happened, and I know I should have talked about it in yesterday's vlog, which I didn't. But 2 nights ago, 13 miles from, or I think it was like somewhere between 11 miles from where George Floyd had that foot on his neck. Another person was killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he was. From what I read, now I don't have all the information. Let me just say that from what I understood is that it was a traffic stop. He was doing nothing wrong. He didn't have anything in his. He was unarmed. There was no weapons in the car. Nothing like that. The traffic stop was because there was an air freshener hanging from his rear view mirror. Now, and they shot and killed him. And this person was Duante Wright. They had, he was like I said, he was, from what I understand. Now, I know there's a lot of you that are gonna say something, saying that I know I don't have all the information. I know that, there may be something that I missed from the story that I heard about yesterday that was may have been interpreted wrong in this vlog for at least this portion, but they did. I don't understand what's wrong with cops these days, and I'm not saying all cops are bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying what's happening right now is so infuriating. It's so messed up. No one deserves to have their life taken from them because of the way this color of their skin, or the way they look, or whatever it may be. It's so angry. It pisses people off to no end. He should have been able to live his life to the fullest. He was 20 years old. He was only 20 years old, and he was doing from what I read. Now, like I said, I know I haven't got all the information out of this. It's just, it was doing nothing wrong. He was just driving his car. They pulled him over because of some silly thing like, an air freshener hanging from his car, his rearview mirror. And he was unarmed. It just baffles me what's happening here in this world as of the last year. It's not just a pandemic. It's everything that's happened in this world, from George Floyd to Breonna Taylor to every single person that's been killed by cops, or anyone really over the past year. It's sad, and it should not have happened. Deonte Wright should still be alive right now, but he's not, and that's what scares me. It's not scaring me for me, but it's scaring me for the population. There are so many people who have had their lives taken before their time was up because of some silly thing that was hanging from a rearview mirror, or whatever it may be. It's just sad. Now, I don't want to discredit that portion of the video, but there's another thing I wanted to discuss in today's vlog, and that is the word no. And the reason I want to discuss this is because no one listens to that word. No one understands what that word means. guys can say it, and so can women. And yet, we live in this world where guys think no means yes. No means no. Plain and simple. Yet, some guys can't accept that word and have to keep harassing someone or keep, pushing something that shouldn't be pushed. And guys can say no too to a scenario, just like women can. When a woman says no, it means no. When a guy says no, it means no. There's no alternative word for no. The definitive thing is no means no. Whatever situation it happens, the simple thing is no means no. You move on. And if someone else says no, you move on to someone else. It doesn't make sense to me why everyone who's ever said no, I've said no to a lot of things in my life. It may not seem like I've said no to a lot of things, but I do say no. And when women say no, they mean no. When guys say no, they mean no. I just don't understand why some men keep pushing for them to say yes when that's not how that works. It never works like that. It just doesn't make sense why most men, I'm not saying all men think like this or all men, do this. But there are individuals out there who keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing and trying to get a no into a yes. And you shouldn't do that. Plain and simple. I don't know why us guys I'm not saying I speak for, those guys. For me personally, when I say no, I mean no. And when a woman says no, I understand that and respect that and move on. Yet, there are some guys out there who do not understand what the word no means. And I'm not saying every single guy is like this. I'm saying there are some guys that understand the word no actually means no. And move on. And then go on to the next person. And then when that person says no, eventually rejection is okay. I mean, it's okay all of the time. It doesn't mean you have to give up hope or give up on that thing. I'm just saying, when someone says those two letters, N-O, it actually means N-O. And yet, some guys think that it means yes for some odd reason, which I have no idea why. I don't believe that. I know that no means no. When a girl rejects me, I don't keep pushing for a yes. I move on. Because I know in my heart and in my brain and in any scenario, no means no. And I've said no to a lot of people in my life. I mean, I can go back to talking about what I was talking about yesterday's vlog. When I say no to a friend, to someone who wants to become my friend, they usually, I'm not saying all of them do, usually they move on. Sometimes they don't. And that's what scares me. And I don't mean scare as in it's a terrifying thing. Because someone could stalk me and then, murder me or anything like that. But that's not what I'm talking about here. That's beside the point. I'm just saying, let's be real here. When a girl says no, that's all you guys need to understand, is that it means no and no alone. You can't keep pushing someone and keep pushing someone and keep pushing someone to say the other word, because the answer will always be no. And that's the truth of the matter. And I say no to a lot of things. A lot of things. Because I know what's right, and I know what's acceptable, and I know what's respectful. And when a woman tells me no, I don't keep pushing her and pushing her. I move on. And rejection is just a part of life. When someone says no, you don't have to, try to turn that into yes. Rejection is always going to be a part of life. Whether it's at a job possibility, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, whatever it may be, no is always going to be, rejection's always going to happen to every single person on this planet. You can get rejected from a university. You can get rejected from, friendship. You can get rejected from a job, from getting a job. You can be rejected from a lot of different things in this world. And that is okay. You shouldn't hold a grudge. You shouldn't hold, that 2 little letter word, no, to mean yes. Because that's not what it means at all. No, it simply means no. Move on. And then someone else says no, move on from that. It just saddens me that we live in this world where guys think no means yes. It doesn't make any sense to me why guys think that just because someone says no, and then they constantly push to get that to say yes, that's not good. That is not the right thing to do. That is so far from what this world needs. No simply means no. And it never will mean yes. It never will mean yes. I don't know, it sounds like I'm a broken record because I'm talking about this like 50 different ways. I'm just saying, that's all you need to know. Is that no means no and move on. That's just me. Personally, I've been told no before, and guess what I did? I moved on. And if someone else says no, I move on. That's just the plain and simple truth of the matter, is that I take rejection like a champion. And that's what every single person should do. Because eventually, rejection could turn into success, but only with time. I don't know how else to explain it to you guys like that. Eventually you're going to get a yes. But not because you're, pushing someone to say yes. It just happens because, time permits it. It may take years before you get a yes. It may take decades before you get a yes. It may take months. It may take a year. It could take 2 years. It could take 3 years. It could take 5 years. It could take 10 years before you get a yes. And that's okay. Just be patient. Wait a year. Wait 2 years. Wait however long it takes. But don't push it. Don't push that no into a yes, because that is not the right thing to do. It will never be the right thing to do. I hope that makes sense. Now let's move on to birthdays and then let's end this video. So we've got Maria Bruno, happy birthday to her. And happy 25th birthday to Abigail Breslin. And happy birthday to Josephine Scriber. Those are the 2 birthdays today. And with that being said, I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. You all know the drill. I don't even know why I say that anymore in the outro. And ciao.